What is going on, guys? Rangovidsmango12 and we are back with Spider Island issue 4. Now, I didn't know this, but this series actually only goes up to issue 5. So the next issue is the final issue for Spider Island, and it's going to be insane. Now, in the previous issue, we saw Agent Venom pretty much promise to take Spider Island back to destroy the Spider Queen. And we also got the incredible death of Tony Stark, or Goblin Iron Man Goblin, whatever you guys want to call it. And it was awesome. He was by far one of my favorite characters in the Spider Island series. And to be honest, he may not even be dead. We didn't actually see him die with our own eyes, so he could well be truly still alive. Maybe, hopefully, probably not. But enough with the guessing, I think it's time to jump into this issue, so let's go. The issue opens up with us joining the rest of the superheroes in the ruins of the original Avengers mansion. And if you remember in the previous issue, they pretty much lost their old headquarters, so they're here for a limited time. And the Spider Queen is going to be catching up with them very soon, so they've got to be quick when they do this. So right now they're pretty much preparing for battle, and they're going to be taking the fight to the Spider Queen directly. But first, they tried to question whether Eddie Brock is in fact in control of the symbiote, and we discover that ever since all this Spider Island stuff has kicked off, the symbiote has kind of just sat back a little bit. It's let Eddie Brock be in control completely. And you even see here that Spider-Man gives Eddie Brock the big-time costume, or, well, it's technically the big-time costume, but it's red, so it's known as the stealth suit. And the reason why Eddie needs this is because, if you remember in the very first issue of Spider Island, Eddie explains how he pretty much lost the symbiote because the Spider Queen used some kind of sonic blast. And I think you, me, and everybody else knows that symbiotes and sonic blasts don't technically go together that well. So this suit is going to be able to help Eddie withstand the sonic blast that the Spider Queen sends out, and that's probably going to take her by surprise. Now, back there, we also did get to see Peter once again kind of going against what Venom was saying, like what Flash was saying. I'm kind of concerned with just how Peter keeps repeating that he's always on Flash's side, like he's the leader. But Peter keeps kind of saying, wait a minute, like, are you sure, and stuff like this. And it's like, Peter, calm down. Flash is the leader, please step back. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that Peter's doing that, but it's kind of just like, he did it in the previous issue as well, now he's doing it in this issue, and it's just like, dude, you should know that Flash knows what he's doing by now. Anyway, enough of that, so we move on throughout the issue, and you can see Stegron has brought these skeletons, these fossils from a museum to life. And of course, the only skeletons slash fossils in museums are dinosaurs. Wait, there could be skeletons of other stuff like turtles and fish and, well, you get what I mean, dinosaurs. And we got this awesome moment where the dinosaurs charged out of the building, completely taking Spider Queen's army by surprise. They literally didn't know what hit them, and that caused the perfect distraction for the rest of the superheroes to get the drop on the Spider Queen. And you can see right here, they are taking the fight to the Spider Queen quite literally. And we even got that awesome moment between Spider-Man and J. Jonah Jameson, where of course again he was blaming Spider-Man for being part of the Resistance. And I thought that was awesome to have that little kind of Easter egg thing in there. Still, J. Jonah Jameson hating on Spider-Man, even though J. Jonah Jameson is on the wrong side to begin with. I thought that was brilliant. And it was really good to see Spider-Man keeping that humor between the two characters, even though all of this crazy stuff is going on around them. Now, this is where the Spider Queen thinks that she's gaining the upper hand using the sonic blast. But unknown to her, Venom actually has the big-time costume, well, the stealth suit underneath his symbiote. So the symbiote kind of just sheds off him, but luckily the symbiote is integrated into the stealth suit, so he's still able to like make claws and stuff like that out of his hands, and he just jumps right on ahead to take out the Spider Queen. I honestly have to say that I love the new look of Agent Venom. The stealth suit mixed in with the Venom symbiote looks incredible, and I'm just hoping to God that he keeps that suit. To be honest, I think that it would probably make sense for him to keep that suit to protect him from other Sonic things in the future, so hopefully the writers are actually going to have him use that suit a lot more often. But before I get ahead of myself, we need to go back into the comic and take a look at the situation at hand. Everybody's debating whether to truly kill the Spider Queen. And of course, this is a very, very precious moment at this point in time, especially because they've never had this chance before. And if they do kill her, then everything is certainly saved. But if they don't kill her, then they're either going to die, or everything's going to stay the same, or they're going to lose or something crazy like that. So now is not a time to hesitate. But I absolutely love the ending to this issue. It is just incredible. We get a little Spider-Man Evolve or Die reference right there where she says, not change. evolve. And obviously that is a little Easter egg slash hint to the very famous Spider-Man Evolve or Die saga, which I have actually reviewed. So yes, I have reviewed the entire Evolve or Die saga, so you can click the annotation on screen right now to go over to that playlist and check that out. It is awesome, guys. If you're a true Spider-Man fan, then you won't want to miss it, so go check that out. And what I love about this, it shows that even the Spider-Queen will evolve before she dies, and I think that's just awesome, and I want to know what you guys think about that in the comments section below right now. But as always, these Spider Island issues also have that little, very small Spider-Woman segment at the very end with Mayday Parker. So now we're jumping into that side of the issue. Now, if you remember previously, Hope Pym actually took down Spider-Woman and the rest of the Avengers, or became part of the Avengers or something along those lines. Now, I've actually just realised that Hope Pym is actually the daughter of Hank Pym, who was Ant-Man, so that is awesome. But does she actually become evil in the other universes as well? Or is it just this universe where she's evil? Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you know about that, and if so, thank you. Now, as you can see, Spider-Woman has broken free of this hypnotization, and all of the Avengers are pretty much being mind-controlled to take down Spider-Woman now. And you can see that there's this dialogue going on in her head where she's pretty much talking about celebrating her father's life instead of agonizing over his death, and I think that's awesome that she's beginning to move on. But still, we don't get really answers as to why her spider sense buzzed her like that and knocked her out, but luckily she has backup. And as the comic begins to come to a close, Cassie actually puts a target upon her father, obviously that she's being mind controlled, but she doesn't know that, and the issue ends with her blasting something at her father. But what's going to happen next, we'll have to wait and see. Now, just a heads up, guys, the next issue for this releases in October, so keep an eye out for that. So that is the end of the issue, guys. What did you think? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm going to be giving this issue a 9 out of 10. I just absolutely loved the ending to the Spider Island part of it, especially the Evolve or Die reference. That was just incredible. The artwork is on point as always, and that Spider-Woman second part was actually rather interesting. I mean, the first few parts, I didn't really care about Spider-Woman that much, but in this issue, I actually wanted her to win. So that's something. So yeah, guys, what did you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Go to the links in the description to follow me on Twitter and Facebook for all of the latest in comic book news and updates. Also, if you want to know what I'm doing in my free time when I'm not editing these videos, then follow me on Instagram. And last but not least, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for more, and I will see you all in my next video.